47 Weeks, Life and Learnings of a Dietetic Intern. Hey guys, welcome back to 47 Weeks. It's week 38. So I actually realized that there are a few cool things that I forgot to tell you in the last few weeks that happened. First, and probably the biggest deal, is that Skylar got a kinesiologist job. It took him over a year to find a job in his field, and I'm so excited. In 3 months, we're gonna get benefits. I can go to the dentist again, maybe get massages. Super great news, and I'm so happy for him. One less intern problem when you don't have to worry about whether you're gonna make rent or not. My second week in restaurant services, when I was doing catering, it was actually an event in the skills center where they kind of either teach students how to do certain procedures or show individuals that might have an interest in donating to the hospital some of the cool things they do. And they had a fake cadaver set up with pig ovaries and a heart from a cow, but it was made to look like the inside of a real human body, and I just got to look at that, and that was cool. And I forgot to tell you that Deb, our internship coordinator, got us these quite a few weeks ago. So this is the awesome book that my preceptor in Hearts in Motion got me to read, and I learned a lot of great motivational interviewing skills, and now we all have a copy. It was really sweet. Thanks, Deb. So I'm sure, as you know, we've had quite a few internet issues that we've been dealing with this week. On top of our power being connected 3 days late, it was really hard dealing with not having internet and not being able to post the videos. But this morning, they finally hooked it up. I spent the past week in clinical management with Deb, who's also the internship coordinator, and it's been really nice getting to know her. We've gone to a few meetings and have spent a lot of time going through emails and communicating with a whole variety of staff. I've been helping Deb with stuff for the upcoming interns, like planning the orientation week and looking at feedback from the past interns to see what they should have, if anything should be shorter, longer, and how to improve it. And we've been contacting other dietitians to see if they can help do certain presentations and so forth. Also looking at their fall class week and seeing if there's also any speakers that they didn't like and might want to hear from. An example of something we added to next year's orientation is going over the nutrition care process, which is something that we didn't get. Deb and I also went to a baby shower as well as a retirement party, and I really enjoyed the cake and all the yummy snacks. I felt a little bad that I didn't personally know the individual that was having a baby or the individual that was retiring, and I was there eating the food, but I had fun. We've also been going over some shifts that need to be covered and finding casuals to cover those positions. I've been looking into group photo ideas because we're going to try to retake our intern class photo within the next couple of weeks, and we want to do something unique and cool. I went to Ground Rounds on Tuesday morning, and they talked about lung cancer and lung cancer screening and how that's been improved lately. Some readings that I've been doing are to do with, procedural things like Code of Ethics, the Labor Code, and the Jurisprudence Handbook. A big chunk of our time has been spent working on the Management Staff Relief project that I'm going to be doing with 2 of the other interns. So I developed the form for it and the instructions and a big table of what we are going to be comparing at the different hospitals to see whether it's feasible to do room service models starting at the Dartmouth General. We were just coordinating times that we can go and how that would all look like. One day this week, Deb and I were looking at some catalogs for dietitians of where they can purchase plastic food models or other educational materials that you could use with clients or students. And I was just drooling over these cool toys that I could use, and just thinking that I'll get them in the future because they're quite expensive, hundreds of dollars to buy a kit. At the end of that day, I went to check my email, and there was an email from one of the dietitians that works with the menu, and she was wondering if I wanted her food models that she was getting rid of. It was so nice, and I felt so honored that she thought of me first because I could use them in my videos. So check them out. Some chicken breast, some pasta, 3 portions of cheese, which should probably be cut apart, peanut butter. I'm so excited. It looks so real. I don't even need clients to play with those. And another nice thing that happened to me this week is there was somebody holding open the door for me when I was leaving the hospital, and then she asked me if my name was Alina, and then started telling me that she watched some of my videos and heard about how cool they were from the other dietetic technicians, and she was a diet tech. And then we talked for a little bit, and it was just it was so nice. I didn't even know the diet techs knew about the videos. Thank you. And the final highlight of my week was going to Frenchie's, and I bought 10 dresses. Some of them were summer dresses, some of them were classy enough for internship, 2 shirts, and a really cute, well-fitting swimsuit. And it was all for $140. I'm so ready to have new clothes for summer. And a new apartment. It's been so nice having a dishwasher and a washer and dryer, not having to walk to the laundromat. My learnings for the week include how to complain properly to get what you want. Thanks, Deb. We actually used it to get our internet connected sooner because they were gonna make us wait until Tuesday. I learned what hoity-toity means. It was actually illegal for dietitians to do any type of skin pricking, so injecting insulin into someone, up until 2009. While reading the labor code, I learned that if an employer owes you money, you can get that up until 6 months from when they owe you something. So if you've been underpaid for a year, you could technically get 6 months of what they owe you, but not the other half. I learned that lung cancer survival rates are only 3.7% if it's metastasized, and lung cancer deaths are higher than colorectal, breast, and prostate cancers combined. But with new genetic targeted mutation therapy, you could increase quality of life and survival rates over 30%, which is great. After going to the baby shower and the retirement party, I learned that I'm definitely not ready to have either one of those things. No babies or retirement for me in the near future. I got 1 more week left with Deb. Next week on Tuesday, she has a full day of meetings, so I think I'm gonna be working from home and starting on the lit review for the management staff relief project. And I know we're gonna be going over workload measurement, SAP financial stuff, and signing off the rest of my professional practice competencies by the end of the week. That's it for week 38. Thanks for watching. Remember, sustain your body, sustain your life.